Once upon a time, in a cozy little house, there lived a clever cat named Whiskers. Whiskers was sleek, agile, and known for his sharp instincts. The house was also home to a family of mice, who were always on high alert, for they knew that Whiskers was a skilled hunter. The mice lived in constant fear, sneaking out only when they were sure Whiskers was asleep. Despite their caution, many of them had fallen prey to the clever cat. Tired of living in fear, the mice held a meeting to discuss how they could outsmart Whiskers. During the meeting, the oldest and wisest mouse suggested, "We should tie a bell around Whiskers' neck. That way, whenever he approaches, we'll hear the bell and have time to escape." The idea was met with great enthusiasm. The mice all agreed that this was the perfect solution. But as they were about to celebrate, the wise old mouse asked, "Who will tie the bell on Whiskers?" The room fell silent. The idea was brilliant, but none of the mice were brave enough to get close to the cat. They realized that while the plan was clever, it was impossible to execute. Disheartened, the mice continued to live in fear. Meanwhile, Whiskers, who had been quietly listening from a corner, was amused by the mice's plan. He admired their cleverness but was glad that they lacked the courage to carry it out. Knowing the mice were now more cautious, Whiskers decided to change his approach. Instead of prowling around the house, Whiskers pretended to be lazy and disinterested in hunting. He would lie in the sun, yawning and stretching, as if he had no intention of chasing mice. The mice, seeing this, began to relax, thinking that Whiskers had grown tired or was no longer a threat. However, Whiskers was simply waiting for the right moment. When the mice were least expecting it, he would suddenly pounce, catching them off guard. The clever cat continued to catch mice, despite their best efforts to avoid him. Over time, the mice learned that even the cleverest plans require action and courage to be effective. They also realized that Whiskers was not just a skilled hunter but a master of strategy, capable of adapting to any situation.